All right, guys, we're going to talk about how to put a lead magnet in the book or why you even need one. Okay, let's talk about this. You want to collect emails from your buyers, but you can't do that on Amazon. Okay, so if you have your book on Amazon only, you're not going to get the information of the people who bought your book. And we want that information because we want to be able to retarget them with marketing later. We want to sell them follow-up products. If we have books that we want to sell later, we want to sell it to them. If we want to turn our book into an online course, which we're going to talk about in a later module, we want to be able to sell it to them. We really want to get as many email addresses as possible because we own that, okay? We own the book. We own the email addresses once we get them. But Amazon has all that right now. So there's other options. You can sell it on another website. We'll talk about that in a later video. But for right now, we want to try to get their email addresses from the book. Okay. So lead magnet types. Many different ones. You can link to videos explaining the book topic. Okay. You can link to exercise videos, a mind map of how to create their own book, a free quiz or a free trial. So the further book explanation. So with the neck pain solutions book that Mark and I did, we have all the exercises in there. And then one day we went to the clinic and we spent about 3 hours videoing him doing all these exercises. And then we could have talked about it during that time, but we went ahead and did it. And then later we went to his house and probably spent another 2 hours doing the voiceover for all the videos. So super simple. It took us maybe 6 hours all together. And let's just say 8 with the editing. So it did take a little while, but it wasn't that bad. We could have done it a lot quicker and a lot dirtier. We could have just talked about it while we were doing the exercises. Okay. There's that. There's link to other exercise videos. You can do a mind map. Any of us can do a mind map of how we created our book and just show them. If you want to just do one early on a piece of paper, take a picture of it, post that into a link, and then maybe go to Canva or something if you want to be super tech savvy or whatever, and make it where you can do circles and lines and they can print it out and do their own little mind map, or they can just write it out on their own piece of paper. Super simple. A free quiz. So if your book's about neck pain, you could say 5 ways to tell if your neck pain is coming from a nerve impingement, or 5 ways to say if your shoulder pain is coming from your neck, or whatever it is. 5 ways to tell if your sleeping is causing your neck pain. Whatever. There's a million different things you could do with that, but you could send them to a free quiz, and then you could do a free trial. We're going to talk about what Stephen Dunn did in a minute, but you can send them to a trial out for an online Pilates class or an online yoga or a meditation app or whatever. If you have something that you're offering, give them a free trial. Okay. So let's talk about this a little bit. Free trial, retrain the brain to solve your back pain. Steve Dunn is with physical therapy and Pilates. It's in Austin, Texas. So he does a Mindful Monday video. I think he does videos every day because he has a cash PT clinic in Austin with Pilates. He has Andy Singh now it's working for him. He's another great PT/OT. And they do all these videos on Pilates and stretching and mindfulness. And they're putting all this into a membership site. And they're going to charge people, I don't know, $20, $30, $50, $100 a month to be in the membership. But with his book, he gives a link to the free training. So one, you get you get their email address. And then 2, you get them in your membership site for free. And probably many of them are going to stay there if it's a good enough product. So this is really easy to do. Okay. The next thing is the Facebook group. So we have Andrew Tran, who runs Physio Memes. I believe he has around 40,000 followers on Instagram. I can't remember. I haven't looked in a while. He has thousands of people that follow him on Facebook. Very successful in helping other people set up shops with their clothing and all their merchandise, and just growing the brand of physical therapy and just making life humorous. So you can do like Andrew Tran and say, hey, here's my Facebook group. If you want the link, follow here. So you could actually just put the link of your Facebook group there and not collect an email in this option, but you're going to get their Facebook profile, and then you can retarget them anyway because you're going to be seeing, you have free reign over them now because you have them in your group, and you can do whatever and give them whatever message you want and offer sales there. But you still have it. You can put them in a chat bot, whatever you want to do. Cosi Bioso does Cosi Talks. She is phenomenal if you don't know her. And she has a Cosi Talk show. She just got a contract with some huge sponsor. And she has another show called Restore Your Everyday that's like going to be nationally syndicated if it's not already. And so just by Cosi starting a Facebook group and doing a weekly show consistently, she's grown her audience. But now she writes a book and she wants to grow her audience even more. She could put her book out and say, hey, I've done a year and a half of all the questions you can ask for an amputee. She could probably has a book of 1,000 frequently asked questions, if you want to be honest. And you can say, hey, if you want to know the most frequently asked questions I get on the Cosi Talks show, give me your information. I'll send that to you in a PDF file. Very simple to do that, okay? Joanne Martin has JMM Health Solutions. She also has a telehealth, a zero to telehealth online course. I think she does only telehealth visits. So she's obviously a pelvic floor specialist, as you can see from what she's holding in her hand. But when she writes her book, she can put in there one free telehealth visit to see if pelvic floor therapy is necessary for you or something like that. So she gets their information, she gets their email address, she gets them on the phone with her or on the computer with her and makes that personal connection. And I'm telling you, she's going to get another patient from it. So you're going to take your $20 book and you're going to turn it into $1,000 or $150 or whatever, $200 as a telehealth visit for Joanne. But guys, look, that's some ways you can do it. What should it look like? You can put a picture of yourself. We have one with me and Mark, and I don't have the book here, but holding a chalkboard with a link on it. It doesn't convert very well. We need to change it up. You can have a picture of whatever your lead magnet is, your guide to your best, life now or whatever it is. Just make sure it's behind something that's getting their email, okay? Unless it's a Facebook group, don't send them directly to it without getting their email, because that's what we want. We want that email list, so we want to be able to retarget to them and sell other products to them. Guys, I hope that seems like it's pretty simple. Ask me any questions you have about that for sure, and I'd be glad to explain that in more detail. So, all right, guys, thanks. Later, we'll talk about how to use your book as a lead magnet itself.